This is a pensioner of CDT. It's been in the game right since the start. I have a few memories with it, very fond ones. And God, I'm glad it's back in the game. Just one problem. 11.5 million. God, that's expensive. Hello everybody, welcome back to CDT. It is me, Ditto. What I have here for you all is the brand new Lamborghini Veneno, a car I know a lot about in CDT and real life. And I also happen to know a lot about it because I've bought it twice. Yes, it was one of CDT's Lamborghinis before they got removed. And it had a very interesting story. And now the current one adds even more stuff to that story. Allow me to explain. This is one of the oldest cars in CDT, not in real life years, but in order of when the car got added. It's from the alpha phase of the game. And actually, when if a player was to play CDT in its alpha phase, they would be awarded with this car. Originally, it cost 7 million. However, when I got mine, it was less than that. Now, I can't remember whether it was 5.5 mil or 6.5 mil, but either way, it was less than that. Anyway, now it costs as a limited, because it was a permanent shop car, 11.5 million. Quite a bit more than the original, I think you'll agree. The original car had a handling of 9.2. This one has a handling of 9.4. Fuck. The original car did 238 miles an hour. This one does 250. This car's a limited, so the price gets swollen enormously. Whereas the original was a standard shop car you could buy at any time, up until it got removed. Which I was very sad about. This car always made an impression on me originally. It was one of the last cars I got. Well, Lamborghini-wise anyway. And I loved it. So, how will its reincarnation hold up? I think it's best we find out. Well, I think we should test performance first. The original was 12 miles an hour slower, so hopefully this is going to be quick. 250 miles an hour, off the line. Okay, I can't really tell because of the amount of lag. Actually, it doesn't seem too special acceleration-wise. It's not the best. I've definitely driven quicker. And obviously, it should be good. 11.5 million is a lot. It's more than F5. But unfortunately, it seems it's quite subpar performance-wise. What a shame. And now it's time to do a bit of cornering. 0.2 handling increase over the original car should mean it handles better. And, it definitely handles better than the original from what I can recall. But it's not as fun. It's not as interesting. It feels less fun. That original car was so special to drive. This one feels average. Slightly understeery as well. I'm disappointed, to be honest, because that original car was so special to me. And then when they reincarnated it, they ruined it. Still, maybe drifting is going to be something it's good at. Please, 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 let the Veneno drift well. Here we go. Oh, okay. maybe. Problem is, all-wheel drive. What I've noticed in the update is if you want a car to drive nicely, rear-wheel drive. If you want it to drift well, rear-wheel drive. If you want it to turn well, all-wheel drive. And this just turns averagely, and it's all-wheel drive standard. It's grippy, but it's nothing special. Well, suppose the moment of reckoning is upon us. Let's take it to the crucible of judgment and stuff. The race circuit. Look who's driving the rival car today. It's Bacon. In a wrapped Pininfarina Batista. Very cool. And obviously, this is going to be a good car to test our, what's it called? Veneno against. However, something interesting is, that Pininfarina is quite a bit less expensive than my car. 9 million as the original price. So this is, what, 2.5 million more? Oh well, that shows. Right, come on. This is actually starting to feel quite good on the circuit. If my phone works properly. I have him in the performance sections. Brake here. It does need to take the corners slightly slower. Because obviously I don't think it handles nearly as well as it says on the tin. 9.4 handling. But as you can see, Pininfarina absolutely destroyed. Even with my lack of competence. 41 seconds dead. I reckon I could do much better than that. But I'm a spanner, so, you know, probably not. You know something? I think the Veneno has to be the most disappointing car I've tested on this channel. Because I was a massive fan of the original car. And now they've gone and fucked it up. So, there's only one use for it. An art piece. And it does that pretty bloody well.